Someone was asking like if it's, how much of it's miserable and how much of it's not. And I was just like, it's 50-50. Half of it's horrible and the other half is completely, unbelievably amazing and like completely priceless.
Her name is Billie Eilish, and she has her own story of struggle, anxiety, but she still continues to make music and makes a difference, which I hope inspires you to keep fighting for your dreams. This is Chris, also known as Manifest from Smart Music Business. Hope this interview and video inspires you about Billie Eilish. Let's get into it.
It's so annoying to feel like this all the time. All the time. And it's like, if someone's like, oh God, you fall apart so much, like you're so annoying, like you're always fucking like sad. I'm like, I know, I have to be in this bitch all the time. Like I'm aware of how annoying it is.
When you kind of are falling in love with someone or realize you're falling in love with someone, it can be scary because even though I'm really young, like I've gone through stuff like that, and you're not in control and you can't really be in control even if you try, which is terrifying.
All I did was go to shows and be in the pit and like mosh and shit. Like that's all. I did it alone a lot. I would literally like leave my friends. If we were at a festival or some shit, I'd leave my group. And I would always, I would hop the little gate between general admission and VIP, right? Just, my little ass. Yeah. And I would jump to the front and I would go all the way to the front, wherever it was craziest. And I would just mosh my head off, and not think about anything. And like, that was like where I found happiness, and like, that was something that really hit me pretty hard when all this stuff started happening, because I can't do that anymore. Like, I just can't. And like, I could wear disguise. I'm like, well,
it's not the same.
I can't do it as me. Yeah. I'm not trying to, So, I don't know. But it is what it is. Like, I can't.
It was at the Crocodile in Seattle, and it was like 500, I think. That's what I said? Whoa. That's so cute. That was, the best one I've had was Music Midtown in Atlanta. 40,000 people. Such a dream. Oh my God, such a dream.
Let's talk about Ocean Eyes. How did this song come to be?
So my brother wrote it, and he kind of just came into my room one night, and he was like, I have this song, and I want you to sing it. I sang it, and it was like weirdly exactly what I was going through at the time, which was weird. I felt like he like jumped into my head and like wrote a song that was from my brain, and I just kind of fell in love with it.
Ocean Eyes was about something you were kind of going through at the time. What were you going through, and how did it come out in the song?
I was really into this boy with this curly brown hair and these deep blue eyes. Whenever I looked at him, I just like got lost in his ocean eyes.
Whoa. Ugh. Don't be so sad. It's such a waste of time. I didn't live up to that then, and I still haven't lived up to that. So, it's good advice though. It is a waste of time, dude. It's ruined so many things that could have been amazing because I was sad. Dumb, but whatever. Don't post everything you think. Don't. Just don't. If you're watching this right now, if anybody is watching this, don't post your feelings. Don't do it to yourself.
Nah.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's the kind of pressure that's like, it hits me and then I don't care. Everybody dropped dead right now, and I didn't. I would be left with what I had created for myself. And what the hell would the point be if I was just creating something that somebody else wanted me to create that I had no say in, and then that person died, and everybody else died, and nobody mattered except me? I'm stuck with this shit I didn't want in the first place. That's trash. No, I'm handling the pressure horribly, but I just keep it to myself. All the time. Except my wall. I write everything I feel on my wall, so if you go in my room and you look at my wall, just, yeah.
I think I know way too much already. Way too much. I think I have seen more than anyone my age should see. I don't know. Yeah, I know too much. I definitely know too much about the industry that I'm in, about the people that I used to know, about the people I know now, about myself.
Letting myself be mistreated for a long time.
I had no idea what the fuck was coming. Not really. Yeah, I was really mistreated, and then I just realized I was better than that, and since then, I feel like I've just grown to know my worth, I think. It's taken a minute, and I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm getting there. Aw, Billy was so hurt then. I was so hurt then, man. Shit.
I want to learn that it's all worth it because it's tiring as heck, and it is worth it, and I have to remember that because being with like fans and doing shows is way more important than being tired.
Is it worth it? Yes. The shows make it worth it. The shows and the supporters. That is something you have to remember when it doesn't feel worth it. Because a lot of it doesn't feel worth it, but then you get to the points that do make it worth it, and it's like, then it all sort of makes sense and it kind of clicks in your head.
No matter what you do, you can never, ever, ever please anyone ever. Ever, ever.
Facts. Still true. Never not true.
Someone was asking, like, if it's, like, what's, like, how much of it's miserable and how much of it's not. And I was just like, it's 50-50. Half of it's horrible and the other half is completely, unbelievably amazing and, like, completely priceless. So it's okay to do the trash.
And that line is basically like, you know, there's all these perfect people, and nobody's perfect, but perfect people around me, and it's like, well, what's wrong with me? The most important thing right now, though, probably would be maintaining my happiness, which I've been experiencing for like the first time in many years lately, which is really cool. And not that my fans aren't like also the other most important thing in the world, and doing shows is also really important to me, and doing crazy shows especially, but I want to stay happy. That's a big goal for me. Back then I thought it was like the biggest it was ever gonna be, and I thought, you know, it was the most I was ever gonna be recognized, and it was the most anyone's gonna know me, and it was the most money that I would have, the most clothes I'd have, the most shoes that I'd have, and what's crazy, it wasn't. Success is not how well people know you, it's how you're, like, looked at. I genuinely did not think people would care. I, like, can't even stress it enough. I can't believe people care so much about me. It's crazy to me. I really, really hate myself. You know, you can feel so unbelievably lost and horrible and like you're nothing and you're invisible and for no reason at all, which is almost worse than having a reason. It's the way that my brain works, and it's like, you know, Billy, what's wrong? I don't fucking know. Like, me, that's what. And it's like, who hurt you? I'm like, for the first time in my life, I don't feel the need to be with anyone. For the first time in my life. I don't have my eyes on anyone. I'm not in the mood. I don't have enough stamina for it right now. And I'm totally fine with that. So, who knows? I'm open to it.
I'm looking in the mirror and I'm saying this all to myself. You know, it's like, it's weird because that song I'd say is, you know, I write a lot of fictional stuff and I write a lot of stuff that's just storytelling because it's fun, but that's the song that's kind of, I think, the realest and the closest to, you know, what's really how I feel inside and what I felt for my whole life, really. And I think it's one of those things that's like, everyone's looked in the mirror and not wanted to be the person in the mirror. Everyone. You know, you can be like the luckiest person on the planet. You You can have all you want in the world and whatever, and no matter if you're happy or sad, you can look in the mirror and not want to be that person.
I like this life that I have. I like being famous. It's very weird, but it's very cool. And I feel like I can say that now because I used to hate it. I hated doing press, and I hated being recognized, and I hated kind of everything that had to do with it. There's a lot in fame that's fucking gross and horrible and just miserable, but I'm very grateful for it, and it's really rare, and it's really, I'm very lucky, so I'm so done with complaining about it. I complained about it for so long.
Just like some big ball of darkness.
But I'm like not though, and it's like I'm just taking my agony and things I go through and making it into art instead of like
Holding it in all the time.
jumping off a roof.
Yeah.
You know? And like that's, I don't know, it's just like I don't know, I love my job. I love it. But there are also parts of it that are like more miserable than you could possibly imagine and make me want to quit. But no, though. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that, though. There's moments like that. It's like if you're on your fucking period and then everything seems like...
Everybody's like, I just want to die and eat chocolate and like,
exactly.
this is never going to end.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
There are parts of my career that feel like I'm on my period sometimes.
Hey, I hope this video inspired you today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you see the more videos that we got coming out. If you have not read this book yet, The Truth About the Music Business, what every artist needs to know before they sign a record deal. Every artist has their struggle, but we wrote this book to share all the stories and all the knowledge you need to know before you sign a deal and to build your business, invest in your music career before you end up selling all your rights, all your royalties, all your publishing to a label. You build up your business first. You grow your music career, then that way you have something to negotiate with. Get it on Amazon or go to smartmusicbusiness.com/The Truth. This is Chris Greenwood, also known as the artist Manifest, reminding you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So keep fighting for your dreams. Peace.